join us on this freezing, literally -1 this morning job. We're in Bedfordshire. Today we're going to be installing a Powerwall and a battery expansion. We're going to be installing 16 panels on the main roof, and we're going to be installing 4 on a flat roof system on the shed at the back of the property. This system's also going to have a full gateway backup, so the whole house will have complete power cut protection. So other than dealing with the cold, we just need to get cracking. So jump on board and see how we get on today. Definitely cold, mate. This is actually our first Tesla Powerwall expansion. So we've got a Powerwall 13.5 kilowatt usable battery with an inverter built into it, and then sitting next to it, looking absolutely identical, is another one, but it doesn't have the inverter in it. It's basically just a battery. So that's going to give the customer 27 kilowatt hours of usable power. I'll keep you off grid for a few days. Looking forward to this one. Wonderful. We've got a lovely gap to get this installed. Not the easiest gap to film, I can imagine, but got our green dots. We're good to go.
What are you up to, bro?
Hi, yeah, so we're just working out the back elevation, there we go. And we're just working out the back elevation here. We had a bit of trouble because we didn't realise there was a sun tunnel in the middle. So the top 4 panels that were going to be straight in landscape have now got to be split in the middle, but I've just worked out and there's just enough room to do it, so we're all good. So we'll get that side rails on, then work out the front, and then we've also got 4 panels to go on here, so that'll be last thing today.
Hi down there.
Just been walking down the street and people have been asking for my oil.
Yeah, there we go.
Famous, mate. Thank you very much again.
No worries, do you want a cutter?
Have an excellent day. No, it's alright, I've got Stanley knife. I think he might have just gone to grab it. Ooh. The best flat roof mounting system. It's nice that cities supply it because it's really good gear. Really, really good gear. Anyway. The armoured cable made off. Ready. Gonna serve the Powerwall. A lot of people won't use these type of glands. Just because not everyone even knows about them really. These are called bite glands essentially, or storm glands are sometimes referred to. So it's very similar to like a normal armoured cable gland, but we find that these are much better at retaining IP rating and being waterproof. A lot of electricians will probably agree with me and say that a lot of the outdoor rated glands, if you actually put water by them, they just leak. They don't hold it out. These are very waterproof, very easy to assemble, and yeah, just find that it's a better product. So we like them and we install them on most of our installations. I'm just trying to poke some cable through here. See, this is a wonderful working area with so much room.
That's it.
Aggressive, volatile. So with this installation, we always look and advise customer on what the payback's going to be, what the return on investment is, what they're going to earn from the system sort of each year, or what the net savings are over a 20-year period. So with this one, the customer was sort of less bothered by payback and how quickly he could get his return, and he wanted to more future-proof a system. So that's why this is quite a large system for this sort of size property. So he's sort of getting himself ready for the fact that he's going to be getting an electric vehicle later on this year, and his consumption is going to go up. So with this one, it's a 7-year payback. Traditionally will be around 5 years normally, but 7-year payback. Obviously this is premium Tesla equipment, and there's a secondary Tesla expansion battery. So that coupled with the 20 odd solar panels on 3 different roof aspects sort of adds up. So 7-year payback. The system's going to save him £41,000 over a 20-year period. The return on investment on this property is 264%. So when people ask, is it worth doing? Yes, is the answer. It's a no-brainer. So with those kind of return on investment, and when you're looking at getting your payback period, not sort of 10 years plus, more around the 5-year mark, it really does make it such a viable option for most people. That's not even what I wanted. I wanted a pack of screws. I managed to get the wrong go. That's what I wanted. We're in business, mate.
Big thumbs up.
We are good to go. Yeah. There it is. Buried itself in the gravel, mate.
In here, we're just 3/4 4 mil, which I think we've got a flat roof system going on here. So yeah, I've just cleated it onto the side of the building, waiting for the flat roof system to get sorted, and then yeah, we'll join the solar cables to that, and that'll go back to our Tesla Powerwall, I believe, or our inverter.
Someone's going to watch me using these pony tools now. There'll be comments made. Chat about how we run solar cables, if you'd like. We want to label our rolls up first, so we'll call that one neg and this one positive, and then we want to mark the opposite on the end. Just to keep things simple, so a bit of tape, a few inches back from the end, wrap that up. That one's positive, so we'll just put 2 negative marks on it. We'll do the same on this one, just to give us an indication. We're going to test anyway, so it wouldn't matter if this tape came off or we did it the wrong way around, but it just helps you sort of get to the right orientation faster. Now we've got our first loops marked. Tape them together, and then the next step will be to poke them through the hole that we've made through the top of the soffit there, jump into the loft and find that, and then clip them round to our location. And then once we've got them all the way around in the loft and we know we've got them hanging down the wall here, we can work out how much we need to get over to the Powerwall and then just cut them off, and then we'll run another pair up. Once we've got all the cables in, we'll then slide all the conduit over it, clip it all back to the wall and have a nice neat installation. Hey, you should see my OnlyFans nowadays, mate, honestly. We'll leave him to crack on with that now. I'll carry on installing the gateway, and then hopefully in about half an hour's time we can actually get this mounted on that wall.
Cool. Back's all ready, everything's on, ready to go for the panels. Just working out the front now. It looks like we're going to have to drop one panel because of the angle of the dormers at the front, but we'll get over it.
Definitely the second armoured cable I'm making off, not the first one that I'm doing again. Just for prosperity. Yeah. First time. Hi, I'm Luke. Welcome to Solar Installation 101.
See ya.
In you get. There you go. It will look extremely neat when all the covers are on. Why does it always rain on me? Movie.
Right. I'm just gonna have to cut some off the conduit, aren't I?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna
Work
out what it is to cut off.
I appear to be missing some bits and bobs. It must be in the back garden. Excuse me a moment. Lots of things and lots of stuff. So let's get some marks every 500. Who doesn't love unveiling a Powerwall? Just double check, make sure the glass is intact. Beautiful.
They're not filming.
Not realising. Right, let's get these bolted to the wall. Oh, that was a good one. Nice. It's a lot of weight it's got to take, so you've got to be ready. We can test the structural strength for that. By standing on the bastard. No worries. Biddies, these are called. Know why they're called Zebs? You ever watched the Magic Roundabout? There was a little dog in it that had springs for legs, and it was called Zebedee. That is old though.
Yeah.
That was only just still on when I was young. I'd be like, how's he gonna do that? Just like this, mate. Magic. There we go.
2.
There you go. Is that it?
Yep. What a job. Made it look easy, Jay. Look at them guns, mate.
I know, I felt that
mate.
as well. I bet he's got that on, hopefully got that on camera or not. Like idiot.
One hand. Right, that's all ready to go now. So a little bit of levelling up with the feet, just to allow for the difference in the concrete that's sort of going out of level. And we're good. Let's go. Ready to install the next one next to it, and then we'll get some isolators fitted and go from there.
So all the rails and hooks are ready on the main roof now, so that's ready to go for panels when we can. We're just getting the cables out now. We'll get them cable tied to the rail, and then we're ready to go. And now it's starting to think about this system. So we've got 4 panels on here on this, a flat roof system, and it's a system we've not used before. It's called Vandervolt. So I've just been going through, seeing how it all goes together. It looks like a really good system, and yeah, so we should be fine with it.
Continuing on from where you saw us yesterday, so the rest of the day yesterday we carried on getting panels installed on the back side of the roof, which is the main face with 11 panels. We've got then 4 on the front side of the roof, and we've got another 4 on a flat roof ballast mount kit on top of the shed at the back. So since you last saw us, we've finished the installation on those parts, got all the panels in and the DC wiring down to the isolators and tested, and we've installed the bird protection. So join us now. I'm going to wrap up some final connections on the power gateway, and then we just got a few little bits on the Powerwall, software updates, and then we'll get the system commissioned. First thing I was just doing was just checking the polarity of all the strings that have been installed, because this was done on a Friday afternoon and wasn't going to be turned on. It never got checked. So that string and this string, I believe, yeah, so it's those two are the other way around to that one, so we just need to get the polarity swapped in this string.
Yeah.
Just doing a little bit of finessing and finishing up, some testing and commissioning. Here it's just pulling out 2 strings, swapping them around so I get the correct polarity. This is the dead side as well, so there's no voltage in either of these. Obviously we would not be doing this on the live side. 153, 469. Lovely. All good. That's what we want to be. Alright, that clicking is just my adapter. Put this somewhere safe, secure, and out of the way. Stop dripping on my Powerwall. We've got our blanks for later. We've got our CT for now. We don't need a CT extension because we're not extending a CT. Absolutely. Click. Right. Another one done. So we need to make note as we go of, basically there's about 8 images we need to include in the job handover paperwork that we have to sort of put together for Tesla, and in that they want images of all the various wiring, the breakers, the CTs and stuff like that. So we'll get lots of pictures as we go to show where things have been connected and where they are, just to keep Tesla happy. But that's that ready to go. So now I just need to bring in the communication cable to the Powerwall and the earth rod cable. So we'll drill a couple of holes, get them fitted. Oui, monsieur. That. We'll get that serial number there. I've already got the whole thing in, so now I'm happy with that. Lovely. Rocking on my own. Losing my mind. Like I'm a bit of a contortionist in my spare time. Just to tuck myself in these boxes. Getting involved. Oh, that's nice and easy. I get the best jobs. I do love these little coloured Henley blocks though. I don't know why they're so satisfying, but there's just something really nice about having them the same colour as the conductors that you're connecting. Really tidy, nice and neat, and surely foolproof. Because if you connect the neutral up to a brown one, there's something wrong with you. If you connect live up to a blue one, there's also something wrong with you. For such a cat type, Look at it. Tesla One app is one of the best commissioning apps going. From an installer point of view, the way this is laid out, the way all the steps work through in it, you can't jump a step, you can't miss something. It's a straight procedure, whether with solar, without solar. It's just so well thought out. So from a commissioning point of view, highly rate the Tesla products. Even from a user point of view, the Tesla user app is just a fantastic bit of kit, particularly if you've already got a car. It just expands into the existing app that you're using to charge your car at night anyway. So yeah, Tesla products in my book, some of the best stuff around. So like solar installation type, solar panel, solar roof, which is America only, Tesla tiles, no solar. So we'll click solar panels, done. We can go to our next alert, grid code not set, go to setting. So we'll go through everything, and we're 230 volts, 50 hertz, single phase, done. So we've got it on its maximum setting, which is 11 kilowatts. So confirm, save that. We'll run the phase detection, detect phase. So now it's doing it all itself, preparing, going off grid. So it will actually physically disconnect us from the grid, run just off the battery, detect which phase we got, which we only have one phase, so very quick for this installation. And then it will assign that as our main phase for this job. So we just work our way through all of this step by step, and in the end we'll end up with a fully working tested product. Just doing a software update as well. So currently we've got a software update downloading, and then system balancing. If we go into here, we can see our Powerwall 3 and our expansion battery below, and you can see it's balancing the pack voltages between the two Powerwalls now. So again, it's just another reason why this is such a great product. It's click, 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 tick, tick, tick. Okay, now we know what you've got installed. Immediately start communicating with each other. And all I've done to link these two devices is install this one cable here. It's just such a well thought out system. So the last option, we've got provide a photo showing the backup test was completed. So we'll just go into the photo library, backup test completed photo, and that's it. Now we can submit this because we've got pictures showing every step of the installation along the way. So if another installer needs to come here and work on it, they can look back at our pictures. Tesla will review all the installations that are done. So happy to get that uploaded. Lovely, done, job synced. We're all wrapped up now. We've got both Tesla Powerwall and battery expansion all connected and commissioned. You know, you see some basic equipment next to me now. So we've got our 3 DC isolators here for our 3 solar circuits, and we've got our AC isolator for our main connection in. I'm really happy with how this one's turned out. There's a couple of sort of intricacies to get over, some existing cables and gas pipes we had to work with, but using Unistrut and some of the other sort of tips we picked up over the years, we were able to get over the problem and get the install done, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So once again, another Powerwall 3 installation buttoned up, and I just think it's the best looking and one of the best working systems going. So if you're considering it and you're umming and ahhing whether it's worth the extra money, it is worth the extra money. So yeah, another one wrapped up. We're just waiting for the customer to arrive now. We'll go through the app settings on his phone so he understands how to use the system properly. And that's us all done for another installation. The customer's requirements for this installation were less about the payback period and more about being ready for the future. So the power cut protection is more of a luxury. This area doesn't suffer from a large number of power cuts. However, it has happened a few times in the years that he's been here. So that's going to protect him from here. The extra battery capacity that we have, total of 27 kilowatt hours usable, is a significant amount and could run most houses off grid for a few days. So when you couple that with the 19 solar panels we got installed on this particular project, it's quite a robust system and is more than, say, the average person might need. So this has a slight impact on the payback period for this property. So this is going to be 7 years before this entire system has paid for itself. It's a 264% return on investment, and over the 20-year period that this system is warranted for, you've got a earnings of, or savings I should say, of £41,000, and that's all based on the current electricity usage. So if the customer decides to add a hot tub in the back garden, if he goes for a second EV, which he's considering, then that's all going to have an impact on the consumption, and that's going to make the system pay back even faster and even more worthwhile. So sort of going future-proof and being ready for, you know, the extra electricity that we're going to be consuming in the future is a smart idea, and it is a great investment.